underneath me. We had a party a couple of weeks ago, and every day, all freaking night, they have a baby. Probably about 4 or 5 months. All the baby does is cry. Cry. All day, all night. Cry for like 2-3 hours. I'm like, what the fuck? That's not normal. A baby's not supposed to cry for that many hours. Take your baby to the hospital. See what the fuck is wrong with it. You know what I mean? Like, I have younger brothers and sisters that I help raise, so I know what a normal baby cry is supposed to be like. This baby cries all day long. Cry. So, at the party, it was like 9 o'clock that night. 9 o'clock, we have radio, we have company. This bitch comes upstairs and was like, knock. And my sister's friend answered the door. And she was like, oh, can you turn down the radio because my baby's starting to sleep? What, bitch? Turn down the radio? No. Hell no. Turn down the radio? What? As many times as I try to sleep here, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, actually 4:30 every morning when the baby usually wakes up and cries until about 6:15. I don't know what the fuck, like give him a Bible or something. Like what the hell is going on? So, a couple of days ago, I'm laying in the bed, and I just walked here a paper thin, so she probably can actually hear what I'm saying downstairs, and I don't give a fuck, because she just don't know the 3 people who live up here are fucking crazy, and I'll wild out on her and her little freaking, whatever you call the baby daddy. So, I hear her, and I'm laying in bed, it's mad quiet, they argue all the time, you know, he slaps her around, throws her into walls, she curses him out, calls him all types of sons of bitches, bums, niggas, all this other shit. So, one day, she just all of a sudden, he turns on the radio, I guess the drown's not out or whatever, so she's like, turn that shit off, it's bad enough I gotta deal with it from them people upstairs. What? Did I just get, what? Did she just say, I gotta deal with it from them people upstairs, talking about me and my 2 sisters? Mainly me, because I do play my music, but I play at decent hours. Which is respectful. 9:30 at night, we having to get together, which we hardly ever do in Last Night Radio, so it shouldn't really be an issue. So then this bitch busts out with, they lucky that this ain't my apartment because I would be wilding out on them and calling the cops all the time. So, I fucking laughed. Yo, this shit was so funny. I sat up in my bed at 10 o'clock in the morning and I'm fucking laughing at this bitch that I can hear word for word verbatim underneath me talking about she gonna call the cops on us because our radio is too loud. So, I'm sitting up there and I'm telling my sister, I'm like, did you hear what this bitch said? She's gonna call the cops on us. But she can't call the cops on us. For one, it's not her apartment. For 2, neither one of them was supposed to be living there. For 3, if I really wanted to be nasty, I would call the landlord and fucking wild out on them and complain about their music. Because I guess since my bass is too much for them, and we got a radio in the living room which is about over 2,000 watts or whatever, you know, we bang niggas out. It's only 3 people who live here. The people on the first floor don't complain. So, you know, I'm respectful. I know you got a baby and shit, whatever. Cool. But don't tell me in smart to know, oh, you're going to call the cops. And for one, you don't even say it to our face or knock on our door. You talking about it in your apartment, which we can hear. So then all of a sudden, like, she's like, what? She's sitting up there and she's arguing with him. And they going back and forth, and she's like, oh, get the fuck out, and this and that, and I'm like, I'm sitting up here and I'm fucking laughing because she tells him to get the fuck out all the time, and he tells her to get the fuck out, but it's neither one of their apartments, so, to be honest with you, they both need to get the fuck out. And I was just sitting up here and I was drinking, you know, having me a little sip, you know, had my little cocktail going, some Bacardi, Random Melon, and I'm just sitting up here and I'm thinking about it because, you know, today they decided they want to play their music a little bit loud or whatever. And I'm like, alright, you know, I don't really complain because I play my music loud, but I'm like, don't sit up there and complain when you supposedly have a newborn child, when your radio's blasting and shaking my walls and almost breaking the mirror that you see behind me. And then talking about how, oh, if this was your apartment, you'd be wilding out. Yeah, bitch, it's not your apartment, so you cannot wild out. But I can. But being a nice person I am, I'm not wilding out because she probably doesn't have nowhere to stay. That's why she's staying downstairs with her family member who is never hardly there. So, I don't know how that's working out. But anyway, I just needed to vent. And more than likely, it's going to be more stories. Consider this part 1 of the crying ass baby